Hey everybody, and this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to welcome everybody in the chat, and we're going to be testing out the eXtremesenses Afterlight Box. This was probably, I'm pretty sure this came out June or July over the summer, and just due to issues within the channel, we just didn't get to it. So I definitely would like to try this out and see what we can catch with it, or see what comes from it. We will probably we're going to be focusing on this for like the next 4 weeks. And then after that, we'll probably try out that Ghost Hunter Apps mini box. I know it just came out and everybody's fiending for it. But, you know, with all the spirit boxes, there are so many. So we kind of got to jump back and forth to gauge which ones we're going to be testing out. But this is the Afterlight box, and what I'm actually going to do, give me two seconds. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, that should help everybody see it just a little bit clearer. Let me switch the screenshot to it. There you are. And yeah, I mean that's what the Afterlight box, as soon as you turn it on, it's what it looks like. And it's again from eXtremesenses, and we've had some really good findings with the Phasa box and the Spirit Talk communication app. And the Afterlight box, this is actually a free app. You can go to eXtremesenses.com and pick up this application. And I do have that in the link below. I believe it's also in the playlist for this set of communication devices that we're testing out. I've been doing playlists for each one. Each video's in there, and you can find the link to the product or so forth. But this is the Afterlight box by eXtremesenses Software, and I'm definitely looking forward to testing this out with everybody. I'd like to, extend a warm welcome to Doppel, Bloody Mary, Paraghoster, and anybody else that may be viewing. Thank you very much for being in here. And if you have any questions, or Mary Dallas, if you have any questions, or if you have any ideas on things you'd like to see within the shows, please send a comment or send a message. Be happy to try new things and try different ways of doing things if you guys would like. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on to the and as you can see my mouse is on the screen. And here's your on-off button right here. Make sure the audio is up on this.
The women look.
There you go.
Plan view from afar.
There's the audio. And you do have a volume option over here. You also have a sweep rate. You can change this. This is variable.
Something flutter.
Bones together.
Pulling and found that.
Sentence.
You have a volume and then a sweep rate right over here. You can change that variably. Raise that up and down.
So ourselves.
Seems to obtain.
There's also
It had to be so.
Here's echo. You can put echo to it if you like.
Is canon.
I'm going to turn that echo down just a hair. Hello, this is Dominic.
Once, some old.
Points.
That I.
Yeah, it's very echoey. Let me actually, let's go ahead and turn off the echo. Let's see if we can turn that off.
Heaved me.
Actually, we'll go right here. Let's just turn it all the way down. So now it's off. And now we have, here's reverb. It's a little reverb. Is there anybody that may be here with us tonight that would like to try to communicate? And just like the other the Infinity Box and some of the other ones, you can actually import audio as well within this. So one of my favorite things that I just noticed as we were tinkering with this, it does kind of have like an Ovilus style thing on here. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And maybe keywords will pop up as we're doing our session. It's the only thing I don't like how loud. Yeah, that's extremely loud. I don't know how. Maybe turn that down. It helps if I use the right mouse, right? Let's see if that works. And if there is any spirits within communication, would you like to try to communicate with us? Okay, I do believe I got that. Got that situated. Now it says wish. And if that does change, we'll switch back to it and see what comes through. My name is Dominic. Any spirits that may be around? This is a new application. It's called the Afterlight Box. I'd like to try to utilize it to try to communicate with you. Is that possible? I'm going to bring back. Let's see if a new word popped in. Nope, still says wish. Okay.
Real estate.
That's still super loud. I apologize. What the heck is that word? Yeah, I'm not sure that. Maybe that turns it down. No? I don't know if there is a way to turn this down. Oh, there you go. I believe that's a mute button right there for it. I do apologize. I am at a distance from the application to see exactly what the words are saying, but I did look at it before we were doing the show just so I could kind of critique it a little bit, know what we were doing. Renee, thanks for being in here. If you guys haven't checked out Angelic Comfort, definitely check that out. Check out Paraghoster, Doppelganger, Bloody Mary. Everybody has a wonderful channel. Don't forget to check each other's channels out.
He saw the ring.
Now, any spirits, are you able to let us know what your name is? You're Vincent. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and write those in the chat.
Lady Uranium.
I think a new word popped up, actually. Let's just swing over to that. Start. Huh. Branches. I do have branches. Actually, Renee was talking about this before our Loving Whisper show last night. The different branches of angels and demons.
If I keep straight.
Halo. This, I mean, visually, this is a beautiful looking application. And again, it is free. If anybody would like to try this out, this is a free application. It's just right through eXtremeSensesSoftware.com. You can find that. It's free to download and free to use.
As he stood.
I kind of do. How does everybody like the reverb? I kind of like it a little bit myself.
Other creature that species.
In the
Now, spirits, you said hot earlier. Is this room warm to you? Hello? What's going on?
A law could not.
Huh. Echo. You want me to turn the echo on?
In the flash of vision.
over at no word.
Okay, I'll take your suggestion. Let's just turn it up just a hair. Let's try that.
In such a state of
According to Flat.
Shouting wind.
It's just a hair of echo. Is that okay for you?
Pennsylvania, no.
Now, my name is Dominic. We have Chris with us. We have, and thanks for being here, Chris. We have Bloody. We have Mary. We also have Renee. We have Doppel and Jason. Anybody you'd like to try to say hello to this evening?
Hans himself.
Rhonda, thanks for being in here.
My state of
Of Christ, being announced by
And that's just with a little bit of echo. If we put a lot of echo on there, it's going to be pretty strong.
dreams.
He said it was up.
Near
You know.
order art.
He had married me.
And this is Bank A, FYI, just for everybody aware of. And we do have more words. Central is another word popping up. Now, spirits.
Patience. End quote.
What is something that may delight you with us trying to do communication?
hair, head
End quote.
Oh, LJM, thanks for being in here. And LJ, I definitely got to get in touch with you so we can get that application. We'll try to test that out as well for you during the upcoming weeks. Probably not while we're doing this one, but maybe afterwards. So please, if you can get a hold of me. Parafan, thanks for being in here. And I do see another word popped up. What do we got? Dusk. Interesting. Can you...
Oh, yeah.
And resting on
I have quite a few of these things on my desk. Could you let me know what they are? They're right next to the mouse.
Also, he had
Huh. Ooh.
cows.
CPU's pinging pretty high. It normally doesn't do that. I wonder why it's doing that tonight.
to vanity operations.
You would nipped it then.
Huh. Yeah, it was in the red. It's kind of abnormal.
I would.
What would you like to ask?
But even with challenge.
I'd like to ask a challenge. And what would that be, sir? Factories.
But there was an environment.
Of our beliefs.
To the nervous force.
Spirits, as always, you're always welcome to try to communicate and try to utilize these devices.
Or as is to do.
Tried to chuckle.
With testing these out, there may be individuals that may see this, and they may enjoy how it sounds, and perhaps they might be able to use this to talk with you. Could be individuals curious of the paranormal or your loved ones.
Because
Due west.
no,
He glanced.
That sounded like Mary, actually. Mary.
Inked out sentence.
We do come in peace. I mean, no disrespect to you.
I face it.
find things.
How many individuals are here right now?
Delivered him up.
Any spirits or individuals that may be present?
Oh, it's working.
Do you know the angelic hierarchy? Do you know how many tiers there are?
So separate them.
Some of them.
How many tiers are involved with the angelic hierarchy?
Look pretty.
Sweet.
How many spirits are present that they would like to try to communicate?
Nothing else.
For I
Okay, 8. Are you nervous that this is on video or this is being streamed so others can view this with us? You okay with that?
Holidays in the crowd. Satan.
what the law could not.
Who surrounds are you talking about surrounds me or surrounds you? Same.
Thought I would leave heaven.
Hello?
Bells.
For they
Brass. Right there.
High adventure.
Spirits, I'm going to leave this on. You're going to be able to change, yeah. I'm going to leave this on. But I am going to do a burst session. I'm going to try to do a voice audio session. And with doing so, I do apologize, everybody. With this stream, I don't have the camera in view so you can see the voice recorder. But it is this one. It's right here. It's the DP201. Or I can use this our QR80, which is a Panasonic one. We got some decent replies with that the other time we used it. That was my phone. I do apologize. Apparently it's on vibrate. Let me take care of that. Turn that right off. There you go. And what we're going to end up doing, we're going to do a burst session. If you guys have any questions you'd like to ask during the burst session, feel free to go ahead and ask those. And any spirits that may be within communication, this is a voice recorder. This will record my voice, hopefully your voice, and anything around me that causes audio. So if you could try to focus within the next 3-4 minutes to try to communicate via your voice or your energy, we may be able to hear you and hear possibly your questions or a message that you may have. So let's go ahead and try this. I do have the voice recorder on. That light that is orange signifies that it's on. So if you'd like to try to communicate, anytime that light is orange is a good time. Now, if possible, I'd like to, again, let you know I am Dominic. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I don't have any audio going, correct? No, there's no audio. Okay, making sure. And that still is on. Star is another word that popped up. Let's leave that going. What are some things you enjoy being around us as we do? Are you extremely happy all the time, or are you feeling sad? And there is nobody nobody around me at all, so any voices that you may be hearing, that is, obviously you can see my mouth, I'm not talking. I'm not a ventriloquist. Okay. I do believe I can hear you. Again, I am not afraid of you. You don't need to be afraid of me. I mean you no harm. It is extremely hot in here. I do agree. I'm going to turn this burst session off in a second. For about 30 seconds or so. I'd like to thank you for any communication you're able to give right now. Okay, go ahead and turn that off. Thank you very much for any communication you're able to give. And what I'm going to do, guys, I have right here, here's an aux cord. This aux cord is going to plug right into this. And go like that. And I do have, I have an amplifier, which is right here in the front. I'm going to turn that off. That amplifier will make this echo. And I kind of don't think you guys want it to echo. So, okay, here's the audio for that. And let's play it back. This could be really loud. So I'm going to put an advisory up for you. If you're wearing headphones, you may want to turn them down. Adjust the level of them to a comfortable level as we play this back. And then turn it back up. So I'm going to leave that on for a second. You can still see me. The voice recorder is obviously right here. But again, audio... I do have the voice recorder on. That light that is orange signifies that it's on. So if you'd like to try to communicate, anytime that light is orange is a good time. I'm hearing chatter. I don't know if you guys are. Now, if possible, I'd like to, again, let you know I am Dominic. It's a pleasure to meet you. That's a truck driving by outside. I can hear though. And I don't have any audio going, correct? No, there's no audio. Okay, making sure. And that still is on. Star is another word that popped up. Let's leave that going. What are some things you enjoy being around us as we do? Are you extremely happy all the time, or are you feeling sad? I hear something right there. Being around us as we do. Are you extremely happy all the time, or are you feeling sad? And there is nobody around me at all, so any voices that you may be hearing, that is, obviously you can see my mouth, I'm not talking. I'm not a ventriloquist. Okay. I do believe I can hear you. Again, I am not afraid of you. You don't need to be afraid of me. I mean you no harm. It is extremely hot in here. I do agree. I'm going to turn this burst session off in a second. For about 30 seconds or so. like to thank you for I'm going to turn this burst session off in a second. For about 30 seconds or so. I'd like to thank you for any communication you're able to give right now. Okay. Yeah, that was somewhat interesting. I mean, I think we had some stuff there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the Afterlight Box back on. Yeah, that was interesting. With the Afterlight Box, there's not going to be any audio within the room as it's on. Any spirits? I do believe I heard you communicating. It was very low and very tough to differentiate what you're trying to say. And window. I have a window behind me. Yep. Right there.
Across the Sussex.
It was shown here.
Corruption in the
The audio was okay with the burst session. It wasn't too loud for you guys. I do hope it came out.
and not only that's it.
A light is in the room.
Redemption of harmony.
Do you guys have any questions, maybe within the chat?
And window.
An office.
Angela, thanks for being in here.
The old lady.
The death.
Is that cube? Look at that, it says cube.
Should ever reach me.
That neither death. Creature.
Just seeing if the word will change. Didn't get any change out of it.
Now.
Notice the cannon.
Standing to help.
Whereabouts in the room, if you are in the room? Whereabouts are you in the room?
He has glory.
Stay close to him.
Did that say he has a glass very close to him?
Delivering information.
View from the dining room.
Or he wears glasses? Huh. Is there anything specific you could try to
In the phone.
you could try to say just so we have good validation that you are here?
Who is
I mean, I feel coldness now. Was very warm in here. Oh, sorry to hear that, Angela. Save. How can we help? Can we help you, or are you looking for someone to try to save you? it is really warm in here. And then it got cold and now it's warm. Hello? No.
Aaron,
See, another word popped up, so I wanted to get it on the screen for you guys.
Glades open.
Trying to.
Only a matter of time.
Cloud passed through.
And again, this is all on Bank 1. So as you can see, you have Bank A, Bank B, and Bank C. And we are just on Bank A right there. There's a radio function. It's right here. You can turn that on. I just figured the first week, might as well just try the basic. Just try the Bank A and see what happens.
Podcast ends.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I do like doing this every once in a while. I'm gonna leave this device going by itself. It will not be in the room.
Central.
I'm gonna leave it going. If you guys have questions, think of them in your mind, and maybe they'll be able to answer, the questions that you're thinking of. And I do see a question in the chat. It's please ask them what they do after they initially pass away. So spirits, if you're able to hear me, what happens? What do you remember right after you passed, or right after you transitioned
But even
to where you are? And I hear a female before the device went off, actually. But I'm going to leave this going.
of our body.
And I'm going to leave it on this screen so you can see that I'm not in the room. And if you want, let's do that. I haven't done that in a while. I'll put a grid pen. I'll have a grid pen in the room. So you can try to see if anything moves. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the IR light.
Morning after pill.
Brown and green.
Okay, it's pitch black in here now, as you can kind of see. I'm going to set this light within the room.
Let's see.
Let's see if anything happens. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, so I mean I'm right here. You can see me. This is what I look like. Okay. So let's do that. Let's try the grid pen. We'll leave this going.
Hit the enchantment. Is it surveyor's?
What?
So that
Turn it on for
Welcome to Waters.
unfinished clerkwork.
That neither do. For I was returned.
And the stillness struck. And she knocked it off.
I could not do.
Toward the sunshine.
Among many brothers.
For the train to start.
So did.
Further east.
On sun.
As he stooped and looked. And the sleep.
Subject to rating.
The Kennedy.
The local.
Count.
Not this
The graph intact.
The wood was silver. It's the underbrush.
Fitting.
a spirit.
Which was full of beauty. And stony margin.
Recorded every day.
They encouraged listening.
Sometimes.
Sing and
But others were heard.
He started.
And most talking of
according to speed.
But
Beginning.
often repeated.
In the flesh.
dis-
trees shook.
But
Then he had understood.
will live with you. But ye have received.
There were words of it.
We should praise thee. We
Friday.
And later,
Okay, I am back in the room. I just want to acknowledge that I'm back in the room.
We organized a meeting.
position in the album.
That's very interesting. I was viewing that as we were doing it, and I was viewing that through my phone as well. I was seeing movement right here, and actually it's kind of cold in here. This I'd like to try to explain. Maybe there's fluctuation from the window. I don't think so. The window is sealed. Huh. I mean, no offense to you. I can feel that you're still here. I did the grid pen just to see if you were able to cause any movement within the room. It's very interesting. And yeah, my audio is still on in here, so you guys should be able to hear me as well. Yeah, I saw movement actually here, and I saw movement here. And I just saw a shadow there. And I don't think it's my... Yeah, it's not my shadow.
Florida Anderson.
Yeah, I like the idea of using the grid sometimes. It's you know, maybe me being in the room as we're doing the communication hinders the communication. Maybe it doesn't. You know, it's all these shows. I really like to try to test out the application, and you know, it's kind of like investigating in itself. And for any new viewers, the home that I live in, that I'm doing the shows out of, it's 175 years old. As of actually now it's 176 coming this year. And the friend that I live with that owns the house, we live together. He has actually lived here his entire life. He's a skeptic, and he doesn't believe at all in the paranormal. And since I've been doing these sessions here, I've heard things. I've kind of seen things, but I've never captured it on video during the sessions, not yet. But we've definitely gotten some fantastic results. So I like to try to test them all. Like anybody doing any type of testing, usually try to do it in a controlled environment, and this is probably about as controlled as you can get. and the aspect of every show is just about in the same spot.
Sid clouds.
Undergarments.
I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to this view. We got fame is what it's saying on there.
Trees in green.
Does not spare.
Yeah, we did get a communication before with one of the other devices, and I've heard it constantly as William, and we've gotten William Bill Scott. I did research, and William Bill Scott in this area in this county was a sheriff, and he was a sheriff in the I believe the 60s, and he never lived here. But through the communication within the sessions, we were able to actually get one of the previous owners' names said by William. It's pretty interesting. Is my friend still a skeptic? Yes. Will I ever change that? I don't know. But I value his opinion, and I think a lot of us within the field with skeptics, as long as they're not really pouncing on us and ridiculing us for what we're trying to do, I do respect a lot of them. I think they have a valuable outlook that we should look into, as well as investigators. And that's if you haven't seen it, we do have the Interview with the Skeptic show, which we also have on there, an Interview with the Ghost Hunter. And eventually, if I can figure this out, figure out how to talk with the spirits undeniably, I'll have another show coming eventually.
Police official.
Where hid the ancient?
I do agree with that, Angela. I believe there's more intelligent hauntings than there are residual, honestly. But
Man at all.
it's just from the experiences I've had without out in the field. And
According
what we
to
got
Announcements.
for sister. I do have a sister. My sister's name is Shauna. She's older than I am. I have female friends that I consider sisters as well. Have no blood brothers.
of God. You're
He was a surveyor.
I believe that says Anthony. Anthony. I do know Anthony's as well.
calling you for our September.
And if you see me looking at the screen, I'm just trying to see if you guys may have had any questions in the chat. Spirits, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, sir.
Shall quicken
And I still
And you are always welcome here. You are always welcome to try to communicate during any of these sessions. Our Thursday show is very focused.
flash.
No, no, my sister is not. My sister actually just started watching Paranormal Lockdown with Nick Groff. She was like, he's got a beard. He's kind of like you. He does that weird stuff you do. But Yeah, it was kind of interesting. And Chris, you have Anthony, your boyfriend's Anthony, and your uncle.
Adoption.
Okay.
Walkers.
And I see another word that popped up. Window.
Look branch line.
So to be clear,
Within and you guys may see me like do light breathing or try to control my breathing. I do that with any investigating.
Suffering stuff.
Weird things. I try to control my breathing so it's not a contaminant. You try to control what you're wearing, what you're eating, even your dietary stuff. You want to try to control that somewhat so your stomach isn't growling. Really weird stuff, but all. And that repeated a word there. Actually, it repeated window as well.
That freedom of any intellectual.
the little I can do.
It's really an intriguing show. I watched the first season. I haven't seen any of the second season yet. But yeah, my sister started to watch it with her boyfriend as well. And you know, she's done she's gone out on an investigation with me once, and she didn't think much of it, like think anything happened. And she kind of wasn't too serious about doing it, so I kind of steered away from having her doing it again with me. And I do see another word.
For reading.
Vowel. Spirits, I'd like to thank you for your communication this evening. We're gonna come back and do this each Friday. You're always welcome. Feel free to come and try to communicate with us. And we'll be back next Friday using this device. If you like it, please let us know. And everybody that's viewing, please let me know if you have any ideas. Behind Dom's right shoulder a moment ago. Right shoulder is my window. It does keep saying window.
When I told her,
Also, child.
But don't forget to check out, more of the things we have on our channel. We have our evidence findings. We have some live footage from some of the investigations we've done. And we also have our interview series and more Spirit Box Weekly. There's tons of applications on there. I can't wait to hit 100 sessions that we've done, 100 weeks. And don't forget the Loving Whispers new series. Brought that back in a new way. And don't forget to check out Angelic Comfort, Doppelganger's channel, Paraghoster's channel, anybody that actually Chris Fee's channel. Don't forget to check out each other's channels. Like and support each other. And everybody have a beautiful night tonight. Thank you, spirits, for your communication. And you are always welcome here. You don't have to feel you have to leave. You can stay here if you like. You're always welcome to hang out. And I'd love to hear more of your story. And I'm sure many other individuals would as well. But thank you for your communication tonight. And I think that's everything. We do have a scheduled show for Sunday, Interview the Ghost Hunter. But I do believe the guest is sick, so we may have to postpone it. Beyond that, don't forget to check out Renee Live with Diversity Broadcast Network as well. And everybody have a beautiful night. Catch you guys later. Have an awesome weekend. And don't forget to check Paraghoster's channel. He just did a stream last night as well. So definitely check that out too. So have a beautiful night. Spirits, thank you for your time. Thank you for being who you are and doing what you're doing.